This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
It's Saturday Night Live! It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road
And it's the longest running show on planet Earth. And it's Saturday Night Live. We've got an action-packed show for you. Not sure how long it's going to be. Already 11:48. We started the show late because of Joanne wheezing it out. A little extra tonight. It was just throwing me off. Trying to get the show started. All I could hear was a wheezer. So we're going to get into it. I actually want to play you guys a piece of comedy. I'm not sure. It looks like only 60 people on the planet have seen Sensei Round Eye. And I think it's one of the funniest things recently that's ever happened. All of the comedy, I think, is completely insane. But Round Eye? We're going to watch it because I'm needing a bit of comedy right now. And then we're going to play a song, most likely. And maybe we'll play the song first. I don't know, but the point is, Round Eye's freaking hilarious. And we're going to get into it. How's everybody doing? Saturday Night Live style, 1,440 days in a row. So if you haven't yet, subscribe and share. We are here every single night, and we're just trying to break away from this crazy world we're living in. And it's not the easiest thing to do. In fact, I think it's getting harder. It's funny, I could explain this because it's never really been a thing that has been a thing before, but you know, when you're out there and you're dropping content for a half decade and nobody ever sees anything, it's just kind of like you expect that to be the case. You expect, you know, that you'll always just be putting stuff out and nobody will ever see anything. And you don't ever hear real much pushback. I mean, there's always been trolls, that type of thing. But the last maybe 4 or 5 days, Tanya, how are you? So good to see you. Tim in the house, BDP, Andrea, I'm loving it. Trish Killian in the house. Tim Beers, my buddy. S-Coop, I see S-Coop kicking it with us. And who else? Virginia's here, right from the top. Barella, you got a Barella deal happening, you know? So basically the last maybe 5 or 6, maybe 10 days on TikTok, you know, there's just been sort of a little bit of a break, I guess you'd say, where they're actually sharing my content. Now, not everything, but certain things they're starting to share. And a couple of those pieces got widely shared. And then all of a sudden you see the Karens come out of the freaking woodwork. And it's given me a perspective that I didn't really think about because I've just been doing all this controversial perspective, you know, show for so long where I say how I feel about the world. And the reality is those people are so freaking whacked out, guys. They are so whacked out that I don't even want to fight with them. And I was realizing it that, like, you can't even debate people that are morons, you know, and that just believe what they're told. So it's like stepping back, you know what I mean? And I'm going to just, even though that's now the stuff they're sharing, I don't want to get into this thing. This is the ultimate positivity platform, not a place to all of a sudden fight, you know? So anyway, Zabros, can you give us a woohoo? Lift us up. SNL, throwing it to you. Woohoo! You know, you got Zabrosk over there. What's that? No, Joanne, your wheeze kind of ruined it. She goes, I hope my wheeze didn't ruin it. Yeah, it did. Like 100%. I was in the middle of a monologue. And all everybody can hear, look, right there, Pamela said, all I can hear was the wheeze. Did Mark say something? She literally said, what, did Mark even say anything during that intro, during the Something to Live For song? Because I only heard wheezing. I didn't even hear the song. Was Something to Live For on? That's what she said right there. She goes, was Something to Live For even on? You know? No, Joanne, we know you're doing your best. You know, when you're here and you're dealing with it, Saturday Night Live style, you know. So guys, the bottom line is I realize, like, I don't want to create content that's going to get people pissed. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm interested in. Like, I want to create content that brings us together. And so I'm now shifting my perspective because I'm like, okay, wow, I can actually get views. I can get views, okay. And yeah, I could probably just keep pushing that and all of a sudden start getting calls from other wackadoos out there. And then all of a sudden we have an issue, or like, you know, people, like, it's weird that, you know, how aggressive people are that don't agree with your opinions. And it's a very, very weird time. Because I talk about telephone tough guys. We have that on the internet. People are just like, nee. And it's weird because people just, their ugly comes out. I say that you know, social media brings out people's ugly. And yeah, there may be some good stuff, you know, tucked within. When I was 18, I remember writing something in a book. I said the internet will end up being the greatest invention and the worst invention in history. I said it's going to destroy the world. And I thought about how one day they're going to just shift what they want us to see, and that they're going to just stop us from seeing the stuff they don't want us to see. And I was like, and then it's going to open up. I was thinking about the idea that unfettered access to everything, and how that's not a good thing for kids. It's not a good thing for adults. You know what I mean? And we're there, but I started really digging deeper and just thinking to myself that this entire thing, could be about something so much bigger. It could be about our souls. And let me explain. I saw this really frightening video. And basically, the video was a gentleman who was being interviewed. And the interviewer said, so you know, tell me you've been to hell. And he goes, yeah, no, I've been to hell. And the guy's like, okay, tell me. And he's like, you know, he's like, I can't get it out of my mind. I can't get it out of my mind. All I do is think about this every day. He said, my heart stopped. I had a, you know, heart attack. And all of a sudden, I'm not in my body anymore. And he goes, and then I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to heaven because I've done so much good in my life. I've shared, I've given to people. I've always just, you know, tried to be a good person. So I'm going to heaven. And he said, all of a sudden I get ripped down into the center of the earth. He goes, the hell's in the middle of the earth. And then the moment he said that, I thought about how the Russian, you know, they bore a hole 8 miles deep in Russia. It's the deepest we've ever been on the planet. And they took a microphone and they just dropped it down into this pit. There's about 21 seconds of this audio. You can find it on YouTube. It's probably on TikTok as well. And you can hear screaming. You can hear, like, it's the scariest 21 seconds you'll ever hear in your life. And it sounds like people screaming, like they're being tortured. And then the microphone melts, and that's the end of the audio. But so he says, I'm in hell, sucked down into the middle of earth. He goes, hell is in the middle of the earth. And I'm there, and I see a demon. He goes, you know, like, I wasn't told it's a demon. He goes, I could tell that's a demon. The demon was holding a human being on all fours. Their eyes were bulging out of their heads. And then he said, and I understood in that moment that human being was ridden by that demon from the moment they took a breath. Their entire life, that demon just rode them to the afterlife. And now they're the servant of that demon. And he started realizing that where he went wrong, well, he actually forwarded that he met Jesus, and he said, Yeshua. And he says, why did I go to hell? Like, what did I do wrong? And he says, Jesus said, you didn't forgive. You held grudges. That's That's not what I said. I wanted you to be able to let people go of the transgressions, and you held these grudges. You never forgave, and that's why. And so he's like, I had this second chance. I wake up, and he's like, and now I know what hell looks like. And so he said he really, his life changed in that moment. And I just realized when I heard that this entirety of 2022, from 2016 to 2022, of trying to get people to hate each other and divide because they disagree on things, is really the work of the devil. Because if he can get us to hate each other and not forgive each other and not get over our issues and not be able to say, you know what, I don't agree with you on that, but we're going to move forward together because we're human beings. And together we could do anything. But no, if he wins, it wins, whatever the frig the devil is. His ultimate goal is to get us to hate each other, because then we cannot find our way to heaven. And then I'm saying to myself, wow, so this is a game. This is a game that he's playing to get everybody to hate each other so they can't make it to heaven. But if we can all just say, look, I don't agree, but I agree that you should be able to say how you feel, and I agree that we won't agree on things, but I'm not going to let it create some sort of chip on my shoulder for you. I'm going to be able to put it behind me and say, you know what? We need to find a way to level each other up and stop this hatred and division. And the only way I know how to do that is to go back to the content I've always created, which is just living the moment, positivity, songs, music, comedy. So I even know I have things I want to know and questions about things. And that seems to be the stuff TikTok will actually finally share after me going live for a freaking half decade. I have no interest in fighting with people. I want to grow with people and lift people up. I want to get along with this world and help people find a way into the light, not into the darkness of division and hatred. So, it's amazing how you go through this evolution, really, as a streamer. What started as just a, show trying to remind people about my business turns into a show about inspiration, which turns into a show about music and comedy and inspiration, and then face swaps and political, face swaps that are intended to just satirically point to the truth. But even those things are divisive. They're not ways to bridge the gap. They're ways to laugh at the truth. But a lot of people aren't willing to see the truth. They're not willing to accept the truth, and they'd prefer to continue to hurl arrows and throw rocks at people. And I don't want to live in a world that way. I want to live in a world where you can say how you feel, I could say how I feel, and you could scroll if you don't like it, and I could do the same. And hopefully that's at least a start for us to get that pit out of our stomachs, you know what I mean? And say to ourselves, we're not going to let this game of hatred and division get us. Clearly, a lot of people are loving the fact that they create content that can do that on both sides. And I learned that now. I have never seen the other side. All of a sudden I'm taking a peek and I'm saying, geez, these people are really, really making, I would say, their impressions and getting their views on this whole let me bang, 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 this whole support the narrative thing, instead of make content that could be positive on their side. So there's got to be some sort of way to do something positive for society, for these apps, for these platforms, and have them grow. because I just can't stand the hatred and division. And you know what? We're not going to really ever find out what's going on by watching the mainstream. We all know that. We have to do our own research, and we have to look at things, and then also be very, very skeptical about what you're reading. Because, like I said, really? Every single outlet, every single news outlet is owned by somebody, and there's always going to be some sort of angle that they need to put out there. And it doesn't mean that everything you hear isn't true, but it's hard to look at everything and say what you're hearing is exactly what's going on, when they do need to protect certain things. They do need to make sure that they don't have a complete, breakdown. Just that's the thing. We really do live in a world where if you believe something different is going on and you speak it, there's a literal hatred for you. And that makes you not want to do it. That's the reality. That makes you not want to do it. Because I want to do things that bring everybody up, like play music. Got the freaking capo on here still. Can we play anything with the capo? What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, stop wheezing. Because you could play Wheezy McGee on the 3rd fret. No, I'm sorry. I'm not playing Wheezy McGee on the 3rd fret. Not tonight. Last night we did that after the show, Joanne. We don't do it 2 nights in a row. Let me see. I got a great one for you. So I wrote this song 1990. I want to say 99. I wrote this song in 1999. Let me get you the beat seat here. And I need a freaking quaff. How's everybody doing out there? This is a really cool tune. I mean, I haven't played it in so long. I hope I remember all the lyrics. It's called Different. It's actually a really great song to play, especially because we're talking about the concept of doing something different in order to make the world a better place. And that is something we should all be thriving for. And it's basically, I would say, because we're the last hope. There is nobody else but us. And when I say that, I mean each and every one of us. We have one shot. So we need to save as much of the hope that's left in this world. So let me just quickly tune. I want to make sure we have a good... So the chorus to this is one of my favorites because of the lyrics. The lyrics are, sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. All right, now we're good. Different. This is on my album. This is on this album. The album Something to Live For from 2007. It's the second song on the album. We're going to do it the right way. There we go. Joanne, what the freak, Joanne? Oh, you know what? That's when you realize, push record, Joanne. But it's also when you realize if you tune every single note while you're doing it, then you got it. You know what I mean? Then you got it. Let's see, I'm just trying to move that so TikTok can see a little better. TikTok, we are live on YouTube if you would like to head over and hear it and see it live. See the light show. We literally have a light show going on over here. That's the beat seat, the first drum for guitar players. I invented such a drum. It's operated. Oh, you got to keep it operated. What's that song? I forget how it goes. Here we go. Different. Why I sit alone in the doorway. Watch the world roll by. The sense of sovereigns or eagle with warm embrace. We all fall from grace. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. We all slow down. We all slow down. We all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Let it all slow down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We all slow down. Sometimes you're different, you know. It's been a very long time since I played this for you, so here we go. I walk to the beat of a different drum. No one can stop what I've begun. I won't be fake, I won't cut and run. I'll never stop what I've begun. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Let it all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. We all slow down. Top of the world, I'm looking down. It's kinda lonely staring around the ground, looking up at the bright lights. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. Oh, slow down.
map of the world, I'm looking down. It's kinda lonely, standing on the ground, staring over the bright lights. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. We all slow down, yes. We all slow down. We all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. What made me sad is I forgot the first time around. I forgot the lyrics, you know. And that's the thing that can happen from time to time. There's one more I want to play from that album. All these songs are on iTunes and Spotify, guys. It's the smile on your face makes me want more. Pieces of me start to break down. The process, finding what I am. Can never call you bluff. You could never get your hands on the galaxy. It was never big enough for the two of us. One day you might find a way, but by then it could be too late. I guess we all realize, I guess we all lead crazy lives. I guess we all need to feel alive. Yeah, we all lead crazy lives. I guess we all realized. I guess we all lead crazy lives. I guess we all need to feel alive. Yeah, we all lead crazy lives. There's gotta be ways unbeknownst to me, but I'll keep searching till I find myself within that focused mind. I'll find the answers to life. It's crazy to me. Could never find a way back to you. Could never remember the second verse, can you? Could never get enough. Yeah, you can never put your hands on the universe. never big enough for the two of us. One day you find a way, and it'll be too late. Guess we all realize. I guess we all lead crazy lives. Lead crazy lives, yeah, yes. I guess we all need to feel alive. Yeah, we all lead crazy lives. I guess we all realized. I guess we all lead crazy lives. We all lead crazy lives. I guess we all need to feel alive. Yeah, yeah, we all lead crazy lives. I guess we all realize. I guess we all lead crazy lives. Yeah, I guess we all need to feel alive. Yeah, so we all lead crazy lives. There's gotta be ways unbeknownst to me, but I'll keep searching till I find myself within that broken smile that holds the answers to life. It's crazy to me. I can't play that when it sounds like that. I was walking down the road today, looking for another way. Ease my mind and help my living. I look into the eyes of the passersby as I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days, it hit me. It's funny, I haven't played this in a while, but I think I need to kick off the shoes if I'm going to play something to live for. You can't just play that with the shoes on. I'm sorry. I was walking down the road today, looking for another way. Ease my mind and help my living. I look into the eyes of the passersby as I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days, it hit me. Whoa, there's something to live for. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. There's something to die for, yeah, 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 yeah. I was walking down the road today, looking for another way. Ease my mind and help my living. I look into the windows of the passerbys. I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. Yeah, there's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. Yeah, 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 yeah. Amazing how often I forget the old days, lying in the field under the sun while the birds fly around and sing. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. There's something to live for. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give me something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me something to die for. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's something to live for. Something to live for. I need more. Something to die for. Won't you give me more? Yeah. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. Yeah. Something to live for. Something to die for. Give me something to live for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to live for. Give me something to die for. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, there's something to live for. Something to live for. stop now, yes. There's something to live for, yes. There's something to die for, yes. There's something to live for. Sometimes you're down and you got a little something to live for going a little bit. All right, stop it with the sound of the guitar doing it in the background there. So, guys, we're here, Saturday Night Live style, and I am going to give you a little something here. Okay, now this is going to be a little bonus special. This is something, if you haven't seen it yet, how dare you? How dare you? Now, I have to close out on TikTok. TikTok, you can go over to YouTube. All right, link is right in the bio, or just type in Mark Pires, at Mark Pires on YouTube. Join us now, because you're going to you want to see, it's freaking hilarious. You got to join us, though, because I got to take my phone, and I got to shut off this show on TikTok, but I will be dropping more content there tomorrow. And head over to YouTube to watch that, please. All right. Guys, this is going live. It's called Sensei Round Eye, and it's my latest live improv. I hope you enjoy it. I will be right back. There we go.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Miyagi! I almost had it. Guys, Joanne, can we get a chopstick situation? There's a friggin' flylee in here. We may have to have another episode of Bruce Lee. He's my student. He's my student. I taught him everything he knows. Back in the day, back in the future, Mark, when I was doing it, when he was just a little boy, I was his sensei there in, mainland China. I didn't do a racist thing. I just was there, white-faced, They're like, look at Round Eye. Yep, that's me. I was Round Eye. I went out there doing it. Round Eye McGee. I went, aye. I said, listen, I got a little something for you, Bruce Lee. It's called the 1-inch punch. I did it with my finger, though. I didn't do my fist. I did a finger. They still talk about me. Round Eye. I think that's, a compliment. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Guys, sometimes I'm not really sure. Like, I don't speak the language, so I was like, Round Eye, yeah, I'll do it. That must be a good thing. Yeah. Everybody was saying it, so I was like, yay, Round Eye. I'm doing it. They put me on their shoulders going, Round Eye, Round Eye. I'm like, yay, I did it. I'm Round Eye. Give me a statue. Greatest sensei ever. Round Eye. If you go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame, for Bruce Lee's memorabilia, sensei, I was there. Round Eye. Everybody wanted to gather around and take a photo next to the statue of Round Eye. He's just maybe a legend at this point. They're like, there's no way there was such a guy named Round Eye. The sensei. Doing it for Bruce Lee. 1-inch punch. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no. Round Eye McGee. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious. When you get the call, we got this kid. We want you. He's going to protege you. What? Tell me about him. The kid's quick, very quick. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. I'll tell you if he's quick or not. Where are you going to be? Down at the Corner Street Gym. Show up at the Corner Street Gym. You're going to see this little kid. What's his name? I want to hear his name now before I bother going. His name's Bruce Lee. Sounds like a stupid name. I'll come down and check him out, though. Round eye, out. You know, I showed up at the gym. Round eye, round eye. I came in. You know, I'm doing high fives with everybody. Round eye. That was the best, you know? Sensei Round Eye, you know, McGee. We won that year. You know. Statue. Takahashi. You got to go and check out the Takahashi Hall of Fame if you want to see the Round Eye statue and go take a picture with it. Send it to the Renaissance Man show. I will put it up. I'll making a deal with you. You go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame. You go take a picture in front of the freaking Round Eye Museum statue like this. And you got a picture like that. You send it in. I'll make it my cover photo for 2 months. Takahashi. Yeah, Round Eye. Look at, he's there. And remember the pose that I had is Round Eye. Whoa, like that. That was it, because I gave it was ready for the 1-inch punch. I was like, whoa, like that. And that's where you have to go with it when you're at the Takahashi. And you can get in front of it. So most people get in front of the hands, you know what I mean? And one person, somebody's like doing a high five with me. It was kind of funny, you know. Round Eye. I do a heck of a high five as Round Eye. When I was being, again, chanted in, they're chanting me in as Round Eye to go and check out Bruce Lee. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it, but like, you don't have to chant me in. You know, just be like, hey, Round Eye, what's up? Why don't you take a seat? Bruce Lee's here. Who's freaking Bruce Lee? 4-year-old kid, lightning fast. Check him out. All right, where do you want me to sit? Right there? No, I'm sorry. I'm Round Eye.
Do not buy generic Viagra anywhere until you hear what happened when I signed up for an online program offering generic Viagra for 87 cents. Just so you understand, generic Viagra for 87 cents is insane. Generic Viagra usually costs $45 per tablet at CVS and $46 per tablet at Walgreens. This is from CVS. 9 tablets, 100 milligrams cost me $407. And look at this, 9 tablets from Walgreens, $417. This program lets you get the same tablets for just 87 cents each. That's why it's so crazy. At first, I just flat out didn't believe it. How could they be giving out official generic Viagra for less than $1 while CVS is charging 50 times as much? Let me explain how it works. The program is called Friday Plans, and you don't even need a previous prescription to sign up. They give you a free prescription online. All you have to do is go to their website, answer some basic medical questions. I'm not sure if you can see this, but look here. The questions are very simple. Can you walk 2 blocks or climb 2 flights of stairs? Yes. Do you have any of the following? No. Once you finish, a doctor reviews your answers and prescribes you if appropriate. In a few days, they ship you this plain white package. Nobody can tell what's inside from the look of it, but what's inside is pretty cool. The tablets come packaged in single-use packages, so you can easily tear one off and slip it into your wallet for whenever you need it. Here's the best part. Look at the symbols. 9 tablets for 87 cents each. That's $7.91 for the tablets. With taxes and fees, it's a total of $14.50 versus $407 from CVS. Since Friday Plans is using telemedicine to get you prescribed and shipping all the orders from a central fill pharmacy, they are able to offer a much lower price than retail pharmacies. Similar to how Amazon is able to offer lower prices for everything than most retail stores. Honestly, I'm blown away. It is not just the price. I did not expect it to be so easy to get generic Viagra online. If you have ED, you should definitely check out Friday Plans. Click the button below to learn more and see if you qualify. It takes you 2 minutes. It's all online and you don't need insurance or a previous prescription. As of right now, they give you a prescription for free when you sign up, as well as $10 off and free shipping. So I would strongly encourage you to click the button below while they're still giving out this special offer. Things this good usually don't last very long. Click the button below to learn more about Friday Plans and see if you qualify. If you are worried whether Friday Plans is legit or not, don't be. Friday Plans is a licensed online pharmacy. They have all the certifications linked on their website, and the tablets they send you are generic Viagra made by an FDA-approved manufacturer. The doctors writing the prescriptions are fully licensed and verified, and all the info you give them during your questionnaire is protected under HIPAA, so it can't be shared without your permission. They even have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if the generic Viagra doesn't work for you or you just don't like it for some reason, you get a full refund. No questions asked. Don't wait. Get your supply today. Click the button below to get started.
I can't sit there. It's just not appropriate for round. I gotta be like right there in front of Bruce Lee if you want. Really
Finally
get
get
my
back and it's
opinion
back.
on his talent. Oh yeah, no, that's better. I'll go over there. What's that, Joe? No, Joanne, you're wheeze. Keep it down. We're watching a guy named Bruce Lee. Bro, Joanne's even there with Round Eye. She was a junior assistant at that time. Her wheeze was a little lighter, and she didn't have the humongocarditis going on, so she was able to move around through doors. Now, no good. She can't go through a doorway anymore. Anyway, guys, there's nobody better than Sensei Round Eye. Like, when they still, Hall of Fame style. Remember, make sure you're looking them up at Takagachi Uchi, and do it. When you take the picture, send it in. It's going to be the banner of the At the Brink show. You know what I mean? Come back from the brink. You come back from the brink when you see the Takagachi Hall of Fame, the photos. Everybody's dead at. You have to fight when you get there because there's like such a line. They're charging now. Yeah. At first they were doing it free, and now they're charging. Round Eye. When you're there and you're Round Eye and you show up and you're like, guys, I was Back to the Future, Mark. You don't realize this? I went back in time. I showed up. I was Sensei Round Eye. When I got in there, they were chanting me in. I was like, I don't want this life to end. Went to 2769. They're like, brief us. Met some stupid little kid. 4-year-old. They call him Bruce Lee. You ever heard of him? They're like, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I was making fun of him the whole time. You guys didn't tell me I was going to see Bruce Lee. Like, he's good? What are we talking about over here? I neck chopped that little kid. You know? He thought he was quick. I had to just give him a lesson from Round Eye. You know? He wanted to be trained. I'm sorry, sir. You can get mad at me for neck chopping Bruce Lee like I didn't know who the frig he was. You guys didn't tell me before. You got to brief me before you sent me back in time to be Sensei Round Eye. That's the problem when you're dealing, you know, with a future situation. Sometimes they want you to be surprised, you know. Well, then that's on them, you know. I neck chopped Bruce Lee. So, did it. Happened. I also taught him the 1-inch punch. Don't forget that. Sensei Round Eye by Menon.
The chef's chicken sandwiches at Panera.
Not this time,
Healthy,
Panera
clean
bread.
ingredients,
That looks
spark an
freaking
explosion
awesome, though,
of
by the way.
senses. So when you finally
hold on, I
taste
gotta-
it, it
I
just
gotta watch this.
confirms, This is fantastic.
It looks
And
freaking
only
fantastic.
At Panera, $1 delivery fee on our app.
What the hell is it? You didn't tell me what it was, you chooch. Speed stick. Right? If you don't go with the speed stick out there running around, antiperspirant. Guys, wow. When we're doing a live improv like that was pretty crazy. This is what I miss when we do that craziness. Let my mind just continue to keep going down the rabbit hole. I think it's funny. I was talking to someone the other day, like, you know, it's so. All right, I'm going to cut in here, guys, because that was the bit. That was the Sensei Round Eye bit. Look at who's behind me. Got Max Scott. Max, say hi. He's flying. Guys, I taught Max how to do a Chris Angel's fly situation, and now Maggie's flying too. Because I'm gonna fly with them. Hold on, guys. Are we doing a flying deal now? What are we up to? Yeah, Chris Angel's got nothing on my flying routine. Woo, floating through the city with 2 dogs. You know, Chris Angel does it by himself. I got 2 dogs, you know? And when you're doing it, you know? Some people aren't doing it. Some people are having a hard time because they just can't figure out how to do it. Look at that. I got the double dog situation. Maggie's getting licked by Max. You licking her feet? I mean, when you got that type of real treatment, you know, licking your feet. Some people hope to have the feet licked. Maggie's getting it done. You know what I mean? Yep, those toes look nice and clean. Look at that. Look at that. Maggie's head is the size of the freaking Empire State Building. If you haven't seen it, it's massive. Oh, are you kissing Max? Look at that. You're a good pup. Come here, Max. Where are you going? Over here. Good guy. He's a good guy. He didn't want to fly anymore. He wanted to get up. Maggie, how are you just like kicking it in the air like that? Look at that. All right, now you're coming over here. Where are you at? What are we doing? Over here, sweetie. You know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that bit. I got a couple dogs here that are flying. They're floating away. City bound, you know. They're like, we want to go to the clubs tonight. I'm like, what are you going to do at the clubs? Maggie's like, I'm taking it right on the freaking curb, you know, right in front. So when people come out, late night after partying, they just slip and fall. First they slip on it, and then they land on it. That's what Maggie was saying. Maggie, that was kind of gross. Look, Max is like, yep, you ready to go do that? I'm ready to go. Max is ready to roll, right, bud? You ready to roll? That's a good pup right there. Ready to roll and go and drop a dooch. One time they tried to do it at Dick Facce's place. Not having it. Foch came out. Hold on, nah, mana. What are you doing? You can't. You can't. Come and drop a dooch. By the Foch. My table's right over there. Hold on, Sonny! Sonny! I got a couple dogs here, Sonny. They're talking.
They're talking, they're doing their thing, right? Dropping a douche out on the corner here in the Bronx. Yeah, no, I know, Sonny. What are you doing? You drinking your cough? I'm not drinking my cough. Yeah, we know. Since 1982, right? Hey, Gino. Gino, can I get an espresso? Please, thank you.
Guys, when you have an espresso from Gino coming in and Maggie's over there, hopefully not dropping a douche in here. Maggie, no douches. All right? That's for afterwards. I'll bring you out and you just do it outside, you know? Like a good dog. What's that? Yeah, no, come here. Come here. She talks too, just like Joanne. She just doesn't wheeze as loud, you know. Guys, so, Sonny, I forgot you were there. Creeping me out back there, those stupid fists. You know, sometimes you realize how big those fists are, you know. And then you just decide on what bank you want to break into. You got Sonny the Fists. You're in. You're just in there. Justin Engel in the house. So good to see you. Oh, so glad. I hope you're doing well now. I'm so sad to see that, but I hope you're doing well now. Oh, Andrea, thank you so much. Trish, Killian, Bradley, Smith. Let me head over quickly and say goodnight to all that are kicking with us here on day 1,440 in a row of complete insanity, really. This is the longest running show on earth, I imagine. I can't say for 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Since December 31st, 2018, we've been doing it. And Max, you good guy. Where are you, Max? Tomorrow, 1441 palindrome, right? I don't know. It's a 1441 deal. Guys, if you happen to be around and you want to join the show, it will be a shorter show tomorrow. So, until then, let me head over and see who's kicking it just to say goodnight. Andrea O'Neill, Barella, VDP, Bradley Smith, Pamela Swan, Raven in the house. I see S. Coop and Stanley Michaels, Tim Beers, Trish Killian, Virginia, and Max Scott. Our Max Scott still sort of here. Max, are you leaving us? Where are you going, dude? Oh, no, he's over there. Guys, got a double dog situation over here. No douches here in the air. If you drop a douche while you're floating, there's no telling what happens. I'm pretty sure it's a bad situation all around. You know? So we'll bring you outside, okay? No floating and pooping. What's that? No, Joanne, you too. She always wonders if I'm speaking to her or the dogs. You know? Anyway, guys, tomorrow I will see you. Please do me a favor, leave a comment after the show. I'm going to be kicking it with these puppies. Look at this pup right here. Man, you're such a good girl. You are loved. You are loved. Yes, you are with those floppy ears. This girl's got the floppiest ears. Oh, the floppity, flippity, floppity. Let's see. I'm going to just quickly show the Maggie. Look at this little pup. She's so pretty. And she sits here. You know what I love about this dog, this breed? The St. Bernard breed is she thinks she's this little pup. Like, she doesn't know how big she is. And her bark is ridiculous. Scares the hell out of everybody. And she's the sweetest puppy in the world, but she's big and she's loud and she just sits on you and just like jumps on you. Doesn't realize how big she is type of thing, you know? And it's cute, but when you're 7, like my daughter, and she's jumping on you, or 13, like my, you know, like, what the, you know, that's where it gets a little weird. So anyway, sweetie, I know you're a good puppy. Yes, you are. Good pup. Oh, goodness, guys, tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And I will see you for tomorrow on the 1441st day in a row of the Mark Pires Show. Until then, love you guys. Have a good night. You got to go away. You got to go away.